chance of rematch with Biden. And we can now make some important projections. CNN is projecting now that Donald Trump will win the Michigan Republican presidential primary. This will be his 5th straight major victory of the primary season, and another loss for Nikki Haley as she persists in her fight against Trump despite his growing advantage in the all-important hunt for delegates, which is, of course, what is
Once again, it took just 60 seconds after the polls closed for all the media outlets to declare Trump the unconditional winner of the Michigan primaries. We're going to see the latest on Trump's unstoppable march to the White House. And then...
But this year, everything's different. Like, I don't feel that I want President Biden to represent me.
The media is panicking over the massive protest vote against Biden in Muslim-populated places like Dearborn, which threatens to cost Biden the all-important swing state of Michigan in November. And then, another red state bans the display of the pride flag in all public schools. We're going to see how the banning of the rainbow flag is a growing trend that's even reaching inside the heart of Democrat districts. You are not going to want to miss this. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your patron professor, here to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button, and let's dive right in. Just 1 week out from Super Tuesday, President Donald Trump once again asserted his dominance over the GOP, easily winning the Michigan primary by his biggest margin yet. The result totals were frankly earth-shattering. Not only did Trump win every single county in Michigan, but his vote totals crushed Biden's by over 100,000 votes. It was a slaughter, and one that's more and more exposing Nikki Haley to be the election interference that she actually is. According to a study by the AP, half of Haley's voters voted for Biden in 2020. Nikki Haley's support, which is diminishing by the day, is almost entirely Democrat or left-leaning independents who have no intention whatsoever to vote for her in November were she to secure the nomination, which of course ain't gonna happen. But regardless, Trump trounced Haley in her worst performance yet, and it's all setting us up for Super Tuesday next week, where Trump should basically clinch this. Trump should be the official nominee sometime in the next week after Super Tuesday, and maybe then we can all bid Hillary Haley a very fond adieu. Now, the legacy media is starting to panic over some very ominous signs for Joe Biden. For example, one of the keys to Trump's total dominance here is the defection of the union vote, particularly the Michigan auto worker vote. Again, this is one of the major political realignments that we first saw in 2016, where a demographic that had voted Democrat in every presidential election over the last 30 plus years suddenly defected and voted en masse for Donald Trump. And that's exactly what we saw last night.
You've been in the auto industry 38 years for the union, just coming up on 40,
yeah.
Maybe just shy of that. You are voting Trump. Tell me why. Let's start there.
Well, it's very simple for me, Bill. Donald Trump came into office, tore up the NAFTA agreement, which was horrible for American auto workers, and renegotiated the USMCA, which leveled the playing field so it's not as incentivized for our jobs and plants to go to Mexico. That alone is enough. But opening up ANWR in Alaska for oil drilling, got gas prices down below $2 a gallon. It's all of Biden's policies have basically hurt auto workers. He showed up for 15 minutes to walk on a picket line and get his picture taken. It was nothing more than a photo op. Donald Trump walks the walk. He doesn't walk the picket line for a photo op and then leave.
So there you have it. Biden has basically lost the union vote, which is huge in states like Michigan, and Ohio, and Pennsylvania, where the blue-collar union vote represents a significant portion of the electorate. But it's not just the union vote. What the legacy media is really panicking over is the protest vote that dominated the Arab American turnout yesterday. If you don't know what happened, here's John King of CNN having a meltdown over it.
This is what Joe Biden received. Again, forgive me, 1,141 votes. Dean Phillips, 54 votes. And uncommitted, make sure I get this right, 3,700 and 3 votes. So that's a wow. If you look at it this way, this is 23%. And this is 75%. And so this is just the city of Dearborn, but that is where the biggest pocket of the Muslim American, the Arab American population. This is a place President Biden carried big time in 2020. This is key to his chances of defeating Donald Trump in Michigan again.
Hey, gang, I just wanted to give you a huge note of thanks to each and every one of you, the thousands of you that have recently clicked on the link below and joined our Insiders Club. As many of you know, we took a big hit from big tech. Our channel was completely and totally demonetized, but you, literally thousands of you, stepped in and you rescued me and this channel by bypassing big tech and joining our Insiders Club. You made it loud and clear to the Silicon Valley oligarchs that we're a movement, an army of like-minded patriots who refuse to be silenced by the international woke police. And so once again, I just want to take this moment to thank each and every one of you who have joined our Insiders Club for coming to our rescue. And for those of you who want to join in on the effort and take action, gang, just click on the link below and join our email list. That way we will never, ever, ever lose touch with each other, no matter what big tech does. So just click on that link below, join our email list, and become a part of an army of literally hundreds of thousands of patriots dedicated to taking our nation back, most importantly, together. So as you can see there, CNN is absolutely freaking out over what happened last night. Just so that there's no confusion, what you just saw there, Biden lost one of the most Democrat districts in the whole of Michigan, Dearborn, which is the single most densely populated Muslim towns in the nation. Biden won it by 70% in 2020. Gang, last night he lost Dearborn to the generic uncommitted vote by a margin of 3-1. Gang, Joe Biden is not going to win Michigan if auto workers and Arab Americans aren't voting for him. It's just that simple. No amount of shenanigans that the Democrats could try to pull off is going to save him there. Again, it's just simple math. Right now, as we speak, Trump is poised to absolutely crush Biden in November. According to the latest Emerson polling, which we talked about yesterday, Trump is dominating all 7 battleground states, and Michigan looks like it's going to be the crown of that battleground dominance. Now, there's something even more fascinating in terms of how these heavily Muslim districts are actually converging with red states to guarantee the defeat of Biden and the Democrats. The state of Tennessee is effectively banning the pride flag from being flown in all of their school classrooms throughout the state. The Republican-dominated Tennessee House has just passed a bill that will prohibit the display of the rainbow flag in any classroom in their state. Their Senate just passed a similar bill. The 2 bills will be reconciled and sent to the governor's desk, which he will most certainly sign. But it's the latest move among red states to clamp down on the cult of wokeness that's infested so much of our cultural institutions. What's so fascinating here is that it's not just red states. Again, in a fascinating turn of events, the all-Muslim city council of Hamtramck, Michigan, again, a district that voted for Biden by 70% in 2020, they recently voted unanimously to officially ban the LGBT pride flag from being flown on all city property. And what's so key here is that the backlash against all things woke is now transcending partisan politics. In other words, it doesn't matter what party you belong to. An increasing number of voters want nothing to do with the cult of wokeness. They're increasingly convinced that wokeness is a fringe movement of lunatics who've taken over our cultural institutions and are hell-bent on destroying our customs, cultures, and traditions, most particularly our religious traditions. And so Christians and Muslims are banding together and overwhelmingly pushing back against all things woke. And to bring this all full circle, it looks that when it comes to the state of Michigan, Joe Biden is finding himself on the wrong side of that backlash. So what do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. God bless.